Hi, it's Kelly here from spiritualawakeningsigns.com, coming to you today with our global energy shift update for August. So this is where we really get to give you the information that you need to know what's coming up ahead, what energies can I expect this month, what emotions are likely to show up in my field, in my energy, in my space, so that you're not so shocked when it turns up, so that you can prepare yourself. And more than that, we're also going to be giving you a free energy healing meditation that will support your energies through the exact changes that we're talking about right now. So really making sure that your energies are prepared and supported. I want you guys to feel supported on your awakening journey as you move throughout the month of August. So let's talk a little bit about how the global energies are shifting and how they are affecting us energetically and spiritually right now. Well, one of the first things that I'm seeing coming up, and I'm seeing it coming up in a lot of different ways. It shows up a little bit differently for everyone, but key is happening to light workers, okay? It's happening to light workers a lot, is soul exhaustion. We're seeing a lot of exhaustion showing up right now. So light workers are feeling more exhausted, more tired, more burnt out than they usually would do. And it's really all about how the soul begins to become aware on that real deeper level of how long you've really been trying to succeed in your mission, how long you've really been trying in your awakening or trying to put your life back together. And there's a sense of exhaustion because we struggle to maintain that energy. We run out eventually. We keep going, we keep pedaling, we keep moving forward, and it's like this uphill cycle, you know. And sometimes it becomes really difficult. And what that's probably going to bring up in most light workers is a sense of not having the energy to be able to move forward, not having the motivation, you know, feeling like, you know, what is the point? Why continue on this mission and on this particular aspect of the journey? And feeling completely hopeless. You know, that's bound to come up when you start to feel really exhausted. And of course, the soul level exhaustion is so much deeper than anything we can experience on the 3D level. Now, it could show up in 3D senses, like you could feel fatigued, you could feel tired, you might feel a bit burnt out, but it can also be just that inner knowing of like, I just know my soul is so exhausted and fed up with this journey, and it's okay to feel that way. I think it's probably normal considering everything that we come through as light workers. And the second thing that seems to be kind of going hand in hand with this energy is that there's a lot of feeling of feeling powerless and lacking the strength to move forward. So these two things kind of work together. Lacking the strength to move forward and that depletion of soul level energy that we're picking up on right now, it makes us feel drained, and of course it makes us feel doubtful. You know, can I continue my spiritual awakening journey and the mission that I'm here to complete, the thing that I'm supposed to be here to do? Can I continue doing that under these intense circumstances, through these intense energies? And of course, how will I achieve that? It's a very difficult thing for all of us, but certainly August is going to be a challenging month for feeling completely exhausted and just really feeling that you're not strong enough to continue your light worker mission. So if that happens to you, don't worry, we've got it all covered. We've got a meditation that we're going to do to set your energies and help you with this. But also know that it's really quite normal when these energies are coming up. Even if you know they're going to arrive, even if you know that's what's going to happen, these emotions and feelings still tend to bubble up to the surface, and that's totally normal, okay? It's just part of the journey. Now, we'll do a meditation for this in just a little minute, but I want to make a note about, like I always say, we made a statement of intent almost a year ago now, where we promised to support you spiritually, and we made a range of our most important meditations for spiritual awakening. We reduced them to special offer pricing, and we promised to keep them there for 1 full year, and you can find those in the links below if you're interested. But what I've done today is I've selected meditations that I feel are specific to what's going on energetically at the moment, and of course we've reduced them for an entire year. So the first one is the Pilgrim's Rest. So it's a guided energy healing meditation to help you to release soul exhaustion. So it's perfect for what's going on right now. Promote deep restful sleep and rejuvenate your spirit. So it's really good if you're on the ascension pathway and you're feeling exhausted, you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling imbalanced. If you feel like you don't have the energy to make it to that finish line spiritually, or if you're experiencing sleep disturbances as part of your awakening, which is very common, this can help hugely. And the other meditation that I feel is really key for this particular month of August is the Spiritual Strength Energy Healing Meditation. It's a guided energy healing meditation to help you to stabilize your being, to ground your energies, and to call forth your soul's higher strength and wisdom. So really calling out to that higher spiritual part of ourselves and being open to the wisdom and the information that we need to be guided forward, while also having our strength fortified, because it can be very difficult to hold that strength going forward. Sometimes we need to draw a little bit of it from a higher part of ourselves. Now, that meditation is really helpful if fear and panic has ungrounded your energies, if it's making you feel fearful, insecure or unsafe, which is very common in awakening. Or of course, if you struggle to adapt to the rapid change that awakening brings, this constant cycling and changing and shifts, and it's like, oh, it's really overwhelming. This is perfect for that. Now, more than that, okay, we've got those there for 1 full year at the reduced pricing. I want to do a free meditation in this video that builds even further on the foundations that we will lay when you use one or both of those meditations that I've mentioned. It's going to boost their effectiveness by getting them to work together. They become a slightly different frequency when we use them together. Now, if you don't have any of these meditations, that's absolutely fine. This meditation will still absolutely have a beneficial effect for you. But if you already have one or more of the meditations that I mentioned, then I advise you to use them. To pause the video, go and use them, come back to this meditation so that the energies can build on those foundations for you, and so that we can program a shift that will supercharge their effectiveness ultimately by making them work together as a team. Like I said, they become a slightly different frequency. So what we're going to be doing here is reminding the soul that the mission that you are on is being completed, just bringing back that faith, it is being completed, releasing the guilt over the perception of failure, because that's usually where the soul exhaustion comes from. It's the soul thinking, I had this mission and I came here and I'm not succeeding at what I came here to do. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to complete it in some way. And we're also going to remind you that the fear and panic that you're experiencing is your soul communicating with you. There's wisdom in that. There's a message there so that you can absorb any important information that your soul is giving to you or picking up on in order to guide you forward. It's really utilising that higher wisdom to help you from where you are to get to where it is you want to be. And of course, it's very important as light workers that we continue to move forward. It's not easy to do, but moving forward, working out what it is we're here to do spiritually, and stepping into that spiritual purpose. Okay, so hopefully you can see how these all work on top of each other. They build on each other and they become something just that little bit different. So let's get started. So I invite you now, even if you've never tried any of our meditations before, to just relax and to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath, just signalling to the body and the energy system that this is your time for healing. And you can hold the intention that you are allowing the guides to begin working with your energy. And they'll make healing adjustments and activations on your behalf and for your highest and best good. Okay, so first of all, let's remind your soul of your true purpose here. Help you to understand what that is, what it means, what you're here to do. Let's also bring in the awareness that you already are completing your mission. It is in the process of being fulfilled right now. Help you to become aware of all the work that you've already done. Let's show you the truth that you are succeeding. Help your soul to recognize all the ways that you have already succeeded on this mission. Guides are bringing in some information to remind everyone listening that the mission that you're on has been lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime. This is a long-term goal that has taken many, many lifetimes to reach completion, so it is natural for you to feel exhausted as you just get to that kind of end point where you're almost there, you're almost exactly where you wanted to be, and that's okay. Let's also send some gratitude to you as a light worker for all the work that you've done in all your many lifetimes and in your current lifetime now. We send appreciation for your efforts, your skills, your gifts and abilities, whether you are consciously aware of them or not. Let's also release any guilt that you may be carrying over your perception of failure as a light worker, perception of failure in your mission. Show you that that's not true. Let's also show you that it is safe for you to forgive yourself and everything that you've already accomplished. You've come so far. Let's show you how to feel and sense that accomplishment now. There we go. That makes a shift. Let's also remind you that any fear or panic is your soul communicating information to you so that you can absorb any important information that your soul is sharing or picking up on to guide you forward now. Let's remind you that we are in a time of rapid change. The energies and the frequencies are changing very quickly right now. Let's show you the truth that any challenges you face are absolutely temporary. They can and will shift with the divine right timing. Let's also activate the true meaning of spiritual strength. Let's help you to know what that is, what it means, and show you the truth that it is already a divine part of who you are as part of your soul. And I invite you now to integrate that energy, to accept those shifts, and just slowly bring yourself back around, back into awareness of the room. Open your eyes. And you want to open your eyes relatively quickly. You still need time to come around, but the guides encourage us to do this because it brings us into the practice of recognizing that there is no difference between the spiritual world and the 3D world. They are one and the same. So when we open our eyes and we stay in that energetic frequency of healing, we take it with us throughout our day, and I invite you to do the same now. Of course, if you are interested in any of the meditations that we've mentioned, you can check them out below, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.